Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Combination politics. How's it going? Good? Look, I have to say, I knew that people
I know people really rely on the fake platitude words that the corporate politicians who are bought by billionaires say because they have to. And I know every second there was a mass shooting, Barack Obama came out, he pretended to cry, he pretended Trayvon could have been one of his sons. He just had it all down. He went to Flint, talked about how the water was awesome and he was drinking it. He was just a guy that you could just trust, right? He was a guy that he cried when you cried. He said happy birthday when you said happy birthday. He said Merry Christmas when you said Merry Christmas. You know, that's funny because our president now, one of his main campaign goals was to bring back Merry Christmas. No, Donald, you actually did the opposite. You actually did the opposite of the social norms and the conventional wisdom. You have injected a derangement unlike no other that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I thought that the Republicans were bad with Barack Obama, calling him a Kenyan Muslim socialist, even though he went to a Reverend Wright's church, right? They tried to get him on Reverend Wright, his pastor, which is a Christian church, and then they turned around and said he was a Muslim from Kenya. So, I mean, neither of these parties make any sense ever, but that doesn't matter because half of all the morons in America are partisans. So, and they believe either one of these guys. Either Barack Obama is a Kenyan Muslim socialist birtherist, or Donald Trump is the Russian puppet to the Kremlin, and he has relied on help from Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard to steal his re-election strategies. So, I mean, either one, okay? There's only two options, though. You can only take two, okay? There's no third option. There's no fourth option. There's only one or two. You argue those two, that is the conventional wisdom, right? Those are the social norms. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Social norms. Right. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about social norms. Somebody want to say anything else besides Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas? I don't think you're a fucking weirdo. Because we say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas. There's only two ways you can say things. There's only two ways you can think of things. Like, if you really just think about it in your head, what these political parties do, it's really dumb. And you can't possibly buy any of it. But yet, I swear to you guys, I swear, I hear, and this is crazy, okay? So the Me Too movement has been a vanguard of the left wing. Okay, they've been snatching every right winger up in that, and some left wingers like Kevin Spacey. Needless to say, it is the crown jewel of the identity politics monolith that the left wing has devised in order to take down people of importance, right? But the strategy to get you to be okay with the fact that they want to go after whoever they want to, just because, is merely because was this easy peasy logical thesis. Okay? Are you ready for this logical thesis, guys? Believe all women. Believe all women. Believe all women. Okay, so it sounds good, right? Because it's a slogan. Okay? But if you think about it further, you come to the conclusion that are women human beings? Yes. Yes, women are human beings, aren't they? Are men human beings? Yes. Yes, men are human beings, aren't they? Do human beings lie to you? Yes, yes. In fact, human beings do lie, don't they? Human beings lie. Well, so can you believe all women? Because women are human beings, and human beings lie. You see how that logic doesn't resonate? You see how it falls apart if you think about it for one more second? But these people never think about it one more second. You know why? Because there's always a political circus around, always something to chase. Whether you're chasing Trump's tax reforms, whether you're chasing Obama's birth certificate, whether you're going to Benghazi over there, checking out why the Muslims were angry at Jesus, whether you're over there thinking about whether Trump's a racist, whether you're doing this, whether you're doing this. Oh my God, what are we doing now? Oh my God, and so we don't have time to think about any of the shit that they're throwing at us. I do, because I don't really give a shit. After 17 years of this political system and my reluctant engagement in it, I will have to say, that this political system is full of the most utter and complete shit imaginable. I knew it. I smelled it, even when I was a child with 9/11. I always talk about that because that was my first instance that I realized that these people had no idea what they were doing, right? So, now, fast forward to 2020. The same people in charge, because Trump, like I said, I don't like any of these guys. He's the only guy right now doing anything right now. Everyone else is afraid, in the fetal position, talking about Russia, or just staying at home. He's the only one trying to make moves, ask suggestions, get stuff going here. Everyone else wants to cry and talk about how it's worse than the flu. Oh my God, it's worse than the flu. This coronavirus. Trump's the only person suggesting things. He's the only person. So, even though he is, do I like him? Not really. Do I like billionaires? Not really. Do I like smart-ass people that went into college, got all C's, and graduated with honors because their dad bought them that way? No. Do I like people that had 6 bankruptcies and never got into trouble with the cops in their lives because they were rich and they were white? No, I don't. But I will have to say this, guys. I will have to say this. This transparently dumb person, who is the president of the United States, is the only one doing anything about anything right now. You have Costa over there crying. Nancy Pelosi's going shopping for the National Endowments of the Arts and the Kennedy Center. Okay? Where's Chuck Schumer? Chucky, where you at? Bernie Sanders is cowering over in the corner, bending the knee to you know the thing. And meanwhile, we have both of these parties in absolute disarray, handing out stimulus after stimulus after stimulus, after financial package after corporate socialist financial package after corporate socialist financial package to Wall Street, the banks, pharma, the airplane industry. What's next? What's next? I will have to say, this is the biggest robbery in the history of our country. Yet we continuously are fighting with each other about nonsense. Back to this let me just get back. So, anyway, they want to believe all women, right? So Tara Reid, hashtag Tara Reid. She talks about her story. So she went to the Me Too people beforehand. Everybody's asking why Tara Reid didn't come forward before. Well, she did. She went forward with Me Too because she wanted to help. She said, "You too? Me too. You too? Me too." She went to Me Too. Guess what Me Too did? Me Too works for Big Progress. Works for Heritage Foundation. Barack Obama works for Joseph Biden. Awkward. So what do you think the Me Too people told Tara Reid when she went to say Me Too? You think they said, "You too? Me too"? Or do you think they said, "Tara, are you sure?" Because, Joe doesn't seem like a guy like that, does he? Maybe you're just imagining it, Tara. So the party of Big Tent, the party of all of the working class, the party of the women, the party of the identities, the party of individual rights, as the ACLU, civil liberties. This party wants to silence Tara Reid. So Tara Reid has to go to The Intercept, which is a
it's a newspaper that's just not owned by Bloomberg, Ariana Huffington, Jeff Bezos, Rupert Murdoch, or, you know, any of the other people who own most of our corporate news. There's only 6 people that own our entire corporate news. The Intercept isn't owned by them yet, I don't believe. It's like the Intercept and the Guardian. I'm pretty sure someone's going to buy the Intercept soon, because they have fucking trolls in there. Neera Tanden's in there. I do not like her. She's a Clinton operative. But as far as the Intercept goes, they had a really good journalist on there. Greg Greenwald, did a WikiLeaks story. So they're very, very good sources. They broke the WikiLeaks story. They turned everything transparent about the Podesta emails. And they talked about the wiretapping, which Edward Snowden found out and had to hide from Russia. Barack Obama was wiretapping our phones and putting the metadata in undisclosed locations. So this party of working class likes to wiretap people and doesn't like to talk about Me Too when it's not a Republican. So Tara Reade went to the Intercept, and the Intercept gave her an interview. I literally have people who are constantly always talking about how horrible men are, how men are just rapists, you know, just because it's their nature, how men just need to shut the fuck up, stop mansplaining, how men just suck so much. Turn around and talk about how Tara Reade is a lying bitch. That's fucking hilarious. Hypocrites! Hypocrites! Hypocrites, hypocrites, hypocrites! You guys are hypocrites. You reveal yourself so much every day with your hypocrisy. Your hypocrisy is obsequious. It's inconceivable. And there's no amount of you blaming the victims of rape that's gonna save Joe Biden from Trump when he fucking destroys Joe Biden in the debate. Because Joe Biden doesn't even know where he is. Remember that. Okay? He's gonna have a moment where he's gonna forget what the fuck the moderators asked. Trump's gonna take that advantage and he's gonna fucking pile it in. Joe Biden's gonna get angry and say, "Fuck you, motherfucker," or something like that. And then everybody's gonna cry, and I'm not gonna give a shit because I'm gonna look over there, and there's another stimulus from the Wall Street, the banks, isn't there? Ah, you made us look over here, didn't you? Yeah. So, anyway, Joe Biden's gonna be destroyed. You guys might honestly just want to wrap your heads around Trump being reelected already, so it doesn't shock you, because he's being reelected. He's being reelected because, hey, he's the only one doing anything right now. Where's Joe Biden with this coronavirus? Where is he? You guys don't even know where your fucking nominee is. You're so lame. You're not only lame hypocrites, but you don't even know where your nominee is. Where is he? You better keep an eye on that guy, because either he's asleep or he's raping Tara Reade. So, we're going to talk to some people on Monday about the Tara Reade thing. I want to get everybody's opinion on that. I want to tell everybody about Tara Reade. I want to tell everybody about the hypocrisy upon hypocrisy these two parties constantly throw on top of each other just to distract us from the fact that we are mandated to wear masks in public. We're mandated a wardrobe. We are mandated our behaviors, which is unconstitutional. It's an unconstitutional mandate that you are completely fine with. Completely goes against our entire Constitution. But you guys are la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Did Trump say disinfectant? I mean, look, this coronavirus, I knew that you guys really didn't give a shit about your own lives. And you really didn't give a shit about thinking for yourselves. And you really just want to go ahead with your social norms so you don't feel uncomfortable in public. Because you're so, oh my God, was that rude? Did I hurt someone? Did I offend someone? Oh my God, is that rude? But you forgot that we're Americans. We're Americans, damn it. And are we going to let this stand? Are we going to let hypocrisy stand? Are we going to let a mandate, an unconstitutional mandate, stand? No, we're not. So people are talking about how the Trumpists that are usually white, they're in the streets right now. Oh my God, they're gonna get coronavirus. Oh my God, did you see what CNN said? It's worse than the flu. It's worse than the flu. It's worse than the flu. So, while you all are talking about how things are worse than the flu and trying to make little graphs about how it's worse than some other stuff, and all this, and trying to be all liberal with your, look, here's a graph and we're gonna have some hindsight. We're gonna have we're gonna have a guy, we're just gonna have a commission, we're gonna have a vote, it's gonna have an election, and then you're gonna be fucked over in the end. Just like the Democrats do all the time. They always wanna do that shit with a government committee and all that bullshit, so you can't see what they're fucking doing behind the scenes. I already get your games, guys. I used to be one of you. So you can call me a sexist, you can call me whatever you want, but all you're doing is revealing yourselves to be the things you're saying. And also, you have no faith in God. You have forsaken your God. Anderson Cooper's your God. Hillary Clinton's your God. You know the things you're God. And you know what? I'm not only saddened by what I see, but I'm enlightened. I'm astounded. And I swear to God, if I ever have a child, I will say, look at this society. Look at the society you see here. Everything they are isn't real. They are nothing. They believe in nothing. They only believe in what that little box over there says. Not a God, anything. They will literally blame a rape victim and say that she made things up because she went to The Intercept instead of Me Too, after she went to Me Too. These people they make their own rules and they change the goalposts. They talk about how Trump is so stupid. They talk about how Trump is so stupid. Oh my God, Trump. Disinfectant? Oh. What? Who were the ones who elected a dementia-riddled corporate neoliberal who passed a 1964 crime bill that put more black people in prison than Trump could ever dream? Who was the person that went to Anita Hill and told her that she was all of these things? Pretty much just said blaming the victim for, Scalia's mishandlements. Who voted for Antonia Scalia? We're talking about the Supreme Court, right? Talking about how we're going to have liberal judges on the Supreme Court. Guess who voted for Antonio Scalia? Guess who voted for Antonio Scalia? Joseph Biden. Who did the 1994 crime bill? Joseph Biden. Who worked with Strom Thurmond in order to negate busing? Just like Kamala Harris. That little girl there, that was me. Who did that? That was Joseph Biden. Joseph Biden has done more racist things, more sexist things than Trump could ever fucking imagine in his whole entire life. Because all Trump wanted to do was fucking get rich, fuck hookers, and do some cocaine. He never dreamed of being president. He didn't want to be president. The only reason he became president was because you guys are so fucking incompetent. He actually bankrolled you guys for the longest time. Trump was a Democratic donor. He bankrolled you. He played golf with you at Mar-a-Lago, Clinton. Then he realized, just like I did, that you guys have no idea what the fuck you're doing. And now you're giving us arbitrary mandates that we're going to overthrow. Tommy Nation Politics.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?